Looks like a major shocker could be going down at this weekend's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. This is WrestleRound bringing you today's top 5 wrestling news and rumors. If you're new, make sure to have those notifications turned on and subscribe to the channel to be up to date on everything pro wrestling. Let's get right into it. It looks like WWE is planning some major twists and turns for the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. The matchup for this event is obviously loaded, with Roman Reigns taking on Goldberg, Ronda Rousey return to action, Becky Lynch versus Lita, and a massive Elimination Chamber matchup for the WWE title. The big question is who's going to be walking out as champion and taking all of that to WrestleMania, which is just right around the corner. And the latest Wrestling Observer Radio ended up indicating that WWE has twists and turns planned for this show, although there is no words yet on exactly what those plans are. It did indicate the following: Roman Reigns and Goldberg should be very short. It should be a lot of spears. Obviously, Roman Reigns has to win unless they're doing a storyline where Brock Lesnar costs Roman Reigns the title. Then the question will be, who will Goldberg defend the title against at WrestleMania? So all of that is of course one of the possibilities. The other big rumor that we already know is that Brock could be winning the WWE title in the chamber, and then WWE could be giving us what they have been teasing since the beginning of January, and that is a title versus title match, winner takes all. If we do get to see a shocker, it is likely going to happen in that chamber matchup. Maybe Brock Lesnar doesn't really get the title, somebody screws him over once again, or maybe we get a major superstar making a return at the event. What this major twist could be, let me know your speculations down in the comments below. And I did just talk about a major return. Well, somebody who has been in the rumor mill as of late is of course Stone Cold Steve Austin potentially having a return match at this year's WrestleMania against Kevin Owens. We got an update on this, as it looks like we could be getting a full return of Stone Cold, not just a one match. Andrew Zarian of Mad Men ended up reporting that he is hearing rumblings that WWE hoped Stone Cold Steve Austin WrestleMania 38 match wouldn't be a one-off. There's been speculation about Stone Cold Steve Austin looking for a Goldberg/Edge type of deal where he works a handful of matches per year for, of course, an insane amount of money. There was even a report indicating that Stone Cold could be getting $3 million per match if he were to compete in Saudi Arabia. Obviously, that is an insane amount of money. There's wrestlers who don't make that being full-time for a year in WWE. WWE is apparently trying to capitalize on all of this, as they feel like if Stone Cold is agreeing for one more match, then with that type of money, surely he's going to agree to more of them. We know WWE set up a ring for Stone Cold a couple of months ago. It looks like he has been training, so this WrestleMania matchup is certainly almost about to happen. We had John Cena teasing turning heel. That's definitely not new, but he did say that if it was to happen, he will have 10 more years worth of storylines in WWE. While speaking with GQ, John Cena stated the following on what would happen if WWE turned him heel, and I quote, "Will it have been great to be able to mess with the flaws of WWE John Cena? Oh my goodness, I think there's another 10 years worth of storylines in there, but it is not my choice. I don't run the company." John Cena always keeping it classic, and I don't know about you guys, but in the following years, I really do want to see a Hollywood version of John Cena. It has to happen. We had Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Rock. We need Hollywood John Cena. According to the latest multiple reports, Buddy Matthews, formerly known as Buddy Murphy, is set to join AEW, and that is likely set to happen next week. As for the plans that they have for him, he is set to be the third and new member of the House of Black, which was already teased on AEW Dynamite this week. Talking about AEW, somebody who's not there anymore is Cody Rhodes, and there is a lot of updates to talk about in regards to his departure from the company. Sports Illustrated reported on one of the major reasons why Cody Rhodes left AEW, and that was that Tony Khan ended up taking over all of the booking in the company, pretty much leaving Cody Rhodes without the big creative influence that he wanted to have. Cody Rhodes saw that role as a chance to pay homage to his father as a booker while also continuing to cement his own legacy. losing that opportunity in AEW hurt Cody Rhodes more than any loss he suffered in the ring. Prior to the pandemic, Cody Rhodes and Tony Khan were pretty much the two main bookers on AEW, but once the pandemic started, Tony Khan took more reign of it, and it became clear that of course this is Tony Khan's company. As we heard from previous reports, Cody Rhodes is headed back to WWE, and on top of that, the same report indicated that Cody Rhodes is likely already filming return video packages at the Performance Center. On top of all of that, apparently Vince McMahon has some massive plans for Cody Rhodes, as PW Torch noted that Vince McMahon is ready to give Cody a big push at the start, and it's expected that he will be at this year's WrestleMania. That last report from PW Torch, obviously take it with a grain of salt, but it is likely if you're trying to give us a shocker with one of the top former AEW superstar and even EVPs, you might as well do it right away. So that is today's top 5 wrestling news and rumors. If you enjoyed or found this informative, don't forget to elbow drop it and hit those notifications to as always be up to date. Stay savage, and I'll catch you on the next one.